how have you been since you let in the clouds through your window as it rains? The last time we spoke, you were glued to that telescope. I heard you say it was too far away. Was it too far away?
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are hauling another load of hay out of Marietta, and I thought maybe we would go ahead and take this opportunity while we've got a couple hours here on the road to continue on with our story time series. We're starting to close in on Thanksgiving here now. It's probably my favorite holiday of the year. Really enjoy Thanksgiving, getting together with everybody, and always have a good meal. But I wanted to tell the story today about the turkeys that thought that they could fly, and it's concerning my grandpa and grandma, Carl and Edra Pratt. In the 1940s and 50s, my grandpa and grandma would raise and finish out around 500 turkeys a year. Now, they always had a dairy and always milked cows, but in order to make a little extra money, that's how they chose to do it, and they loved doing it. My grandma always told me that that was some of the funnest times of her life, you know, was when she was helping raise those turkeys. They would get them in as hatchlings and go ahead and finish them out to weight where they were ready to butcher. And when they were to that weight, of course, that was timed out to be right around Thanksgiving and Christmas, and they would butcher them individually, by hand, the old-fashioned way. My grandma would tell me how they went about doing it, you know. But 500 of them was quite a job. There was a lot of people in the community that they would get to come and help them do that. But my grandma has told me many times that it was one of the hardest things to do, because she started those turkeys as little chicks and raised them up, got them just right, you know, babied them, fed them perfectly, everything was just perfect. And she always talked like she, you know, kind of got attached to them, then had to cut their heads off. So that's just the way it is in real life. And that's what they did, and they made really good money at it for years and years, until the big commercial farms came in and turkeys got so cheap there was no money left, and they quit. The old turkey house was just on the west side of the dairy there. I can barely remember parts of it when I was a kid. There was a little bit of it still standing there. But anyway, my grandpa was a cow man, and he knew how much cows like to be turned out on a pretty day, turn cows out on the grass. And if you've never seen that, that's really a funny thing to watch. They have a great time when you turn a cow out on a pretty day and she's got fresh green grass. Man, they have a great time. So he kind of thought that you know, there was a real nice day come up here in the fall. He thought maybe it would be a good time to turn those turkeys out, let them stretch their legs just a little bit, and eat some of that fresh grass, you know. He thought they would really enjoy that, get out in the sun. So that's what he did. And those turkeys, they wandered around there for a while and grazed on that grass, and everything was great. I'm sure that my grandma and grandpa were probably standing there watching and enjoying every minute of it. Well, before very long, a bunch of them big old fat turkeys, they started walking, you know, naturally away from the pen and up the hill. Well, my grandpa began to get a little bit concerned. They just kept going up, 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 until they got to the very top of the bluff, just on the Chesapeake side of our dairy farm. he got up on top of that bluff, and they thought it was so great up there that they decided, I guess, that they would just fly off of there. So if you've ever seen a wild turkey fly, they can soar pretty good. But tame turkeys or meat birds, they're not designed for flying. They're designed for eating. So they were great, big, and heavy. And I guess they spread their wings and run out over the edge of that bluff. I don't know, they might have went 10 or 15 feet and tumbled and rolled down that hill. And it absolutely scared my grandpa to death, because he just knew that all that meat was going to be bruised up and ruined. But the story goes, I guess it turned out okay. They didn't get hurt too bad. I'm sure some of them probably were. So they still had that big job of butchering 500 turkeys. And they would do that and take that meat, take those turkeys around, deliver them in the area. Might have been some small restaurants they delivered to, but they delivered the people around. You know, my grandma's told me many times about delivering up midnight, you know, 1 o'clock at night, trying to get turkeys delivered before Thanksgiving or Christmas. So that's just a little bit of a story there about the flying turkeys and how that turned out. I'm sure that caused the heart to flutter there when they saw them tumbling down over that hill. Especially 500 of them couldn't have been a very pretty sight. Anyway, I want to share that with you today. I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Thank y'all for watching. We'll catch up with you on the next video.
Before I go, I'll leave you with this poem about the girl that I used moan and arranging the